Hello, everybody. Hope you're having an amazing afternoon. It's afternoon right now while I'm sharing this moment with you. My name's Talmar Anderson. My company's Boss Actions. We do hiring strategy and boss best practices. And one of the ways we help our clients is we have a community where people can directly ask their frustrated, what do I do? How do I do it questions. And I got a good one today. So while I answered her there, I want to share it with you because I feel like this might be a thing that you want to know too, boss. So when it comes to hiring, some of us had different experiences depending upon your age as you went through interviewing processes. And one big expectation that a lot of bosses still carry into hiring, and it's not that it's wrong, it's just changed. So we're going to discuss it, is the idea that your candidate should, before they ever talk to you, know all about who your company is and what you do and how you do it so that they come informed, because it was a little frustrating when she was in the middle of an interview and realized the person had to interrupt her to say, now, what is it you guys do? She was a little floored because she thought, if I was trying to impress somebody, I would have researched it to see if I even want to work there, right? Maybe they're a whole company of people that, you know, go around cleaning toilets and that's not your favorite thing to do. And God bless, I love my cleaners. So I am grateful that there are people willing to do it. That's not it. But we need them to want to know us. Do they even know who we are? Do they even care what we do? Or are they just looking for a job? Well, let's be clear. We haven't really given them any reason to care about us or any reason to spend time researching us. Just as you probably didn't start by cyber stalking them and understanding where they've been and who they've done. This is our first impression, our first conversation. And with the way that hiring and our society has approached the professionalism with which people show up or don't, and how they're supposed to handle and carry themselves, we do have to allow for the space that the majority of people that are coming to your first interview, whether on the phone or through Zoom or in person, the majority of those people did apply to more than one job. Come on, boss, you remember or you've seen there are so many ads out there. And when somebody is ready to move on and find their next big thing, it can be a matter of, I just have to get my resume out there to these things, looking at the qualifications that they're saying they want and hoping that you can at least get in front of them to impress. Just like in a lot of things, these candidates are thinking about themselves. How can I get in front? How do I make myself look good? And I hear you because you're like, Telmar, aren't you proving my point? If they researched us, they would better impress me. Yes, but I don't know that everybody that's out there interviewing has had the opportunity to really develop their own understanding of how to present correctly in an interview as an employee candidate. I would say, not unlike a boss that is still developing their own hiring process, and not unlike a boss who's still understanding there are ways to be clear about what a great candidate looks like and what the success markers are, right? There's a lot of learning on both sides. So let's give them a little bit of grace. Now, you will find people that will research you. And yes, you should be impressed with that. There's some specific areas that people usually research before they even get the first call. That would be the higher level positions, right? If somebody's hiring a, vice president of, who's it, what's it, then you're going to want to make sure that they actually know who you are and what you're doing. If they've agreed to an interview, they should have done their research. If they're coming into a high level, C level, executive level position, for them to show up and not know who you are or what you're doing is irresponsible and absolutely a thank you very much for your time, walk them out the door scenario. But when we're talking about a customer service rep or an office manager or a scheduler, they might not have had the opportunity to really understand how to best position themselves. They're used to getting into the interview and to having the conversations there and hoping and praying that you'll like them and choose them. So yes, it's nice when they do it, but no, I don't know that it's required. If you get to the point of the second interview and they still aren't starting to learn or ask questions, then you might be a little nervous and ask them why they want to work there and see if they can connect to any of the conversations and any of the details that you've probably supplied to them over this process. And if they can't really align with who your company is and what it does, and you're getting ready to make the offer, that's a good time to be questionable about whether they're really invested in this job with your company. But I believe everybody's learning, whether we're learning to be a boss or whether we're learning to be the best candidate. So if they could be a match, don't get too bent out of shape that they didn't come knowing exactly that you really like chocolate chip ice cream from Baskin Robbins, or that you like black coffee from Starbucks, or that your company's mission includes a Q-tip on the wall about the kind of customer service that you do. They're going to learn it if it's a good match for you, if it's a good match for them. So give them a break a little bit. I think it's okay that they don't show up knowing everything about you. If you make them excited about the job and about you, I promise they're going to start researching and investing because they're going to want to work for this business. All right, boss. Let me know if you have any questions. Reach out. If you need more support, we do this for people that are trying to build and grow their business. Reach out to us. We'd love to help you. All right, boss on.